All right, give me a second, guys. Hold on, just adding my tags and stuff uh, to the Twitch stream. All right, it's 7:34 in the morning, and I figured I'd talk about this because I was just browsing, my YouTube subscriptions, watching a couple of videos, and I was just chilling, man. And a lot of the videos that I saw were talking about, game preservation and how we're gonna lose our physical media. If you didn't know, the big discussion about game preservation is focused around the whole Nintendo shutting down the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U software recently. Um, yeah, it seems like right here it's super bright. Hold on, let me turn my filter on. Let me turn my filter on real quick. Hold on, boom. There we go. Got a special filter because this is super bright. All right, so at 5 p.m. PDT time, PD time, Pacific, I guess PD time, whatever. On April 8th, 2024, online play and other functionality that uses online communication was discontinued for Nintendo 3DS and Wii U software, including software exclusive to new Nintendo 3DS. That also includes online cooperation or cooperative play, internet rankings, and data distribution. You can find more information about badges decorating the Nintendo 3DS home menu using Nintendo Badge Arcade here. I really feel like this is just the times we live in now, because I'm not really seeing any. Well, I'm a millennial. I'm trying to think what the age generation is, but I'm trying to think of like kids that were born in the early 2000s, like my younger brother. He was born in the early 2000s, and I wonder if it's just like, like I think I maybe it's because I'm older. I'm like, yeah, this sucks. But I'm just trying to think of what the generation growing up now, if they had any opinion, any thoughts on this topic, would game preservation and servers going down, because a lot of kids nowadays, they play a lot of things on their iPad, they play on their phone, they play Fortnite, they play these games that, well, yeah, Fortnite you can buy a physical edition of. Yeah, at a time you could buy a physical copy of Fortnite. I don't know if you still can nowadays. Maybe through a third party you can. But nowadays, the kids growing up, they're so used to just buying their games digital. I think it's just the way things are going, because there's a new generation growing up that doesn't see the value in physical media. I still have my Sega Genesis games. We did an entire stream where I went through some of my library of my games, from my storage unit, all the physical games I accumulated. And I have like 4 Sega Genesis games that I grew up playing that I still have the physical copies of. And the reason why I still have them is because they were like my first games that I've ever played. And I took care of them. I still have them to this day, and I display them now. Super Street Fighter 2, Terminator for the Sega Genesis, X-Men for the Sega Genesis, and Streets of Rage 2. Those are games that were very impactful to my life. But, kids growing up nowadays, they don't have that type of connection with the physical media anymore, It used to be like your parents, you growing up, you played your first game and you're like, oh, this is the game, whether it's Zelda or Mario. I love this game, Final Fantasy VII or something like that. you have a connection to it. With the kids growing up nowadays, all their games are digital, so it's just like, oh, I can see my game in my digital library. I guess there's the connection there. I think it's just, we have this attachment to physical media because of the way we grew up playing video games, but that's not the audience that's buying games anymore. There's a small portion of people, including myself, that still buys physical media. Is it a big percentage? I don't think so. I don't think it's a big percentage. I think like when the new systems come out, it's usually the generation before that bought the previous systems that are buying the current generation systems. It's the guys like me that have had the PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, and now I want the PS5. A lot of youngins, I'm just gonna say, I'm not that old. I'm 35. A lot of the youngins just don't. They don't need a system. They don't care for a system because the games that they want to play, they can just play on their PC. A lot of PCs can handle Fortnite. Not a lot of PCs can handle God of War or Halo. Maybe some Nintendo games if Nintendo would port their games over the PC. But it's just the people that are buying these next-gen consoles, these current-gen consoles, are the people that have been buying previous generation consoles. And when some of them start to make the transition to digital media, every generation, you're starting to see a divide. You're starting to see less people buy the systems. You're seeing more people buying digital games. And it sucks. It sucks. I always say, like, if digital is the future for video games, that I have an entire slew of physical games that I could play on my Xbox or my PlayStation. But if the digital future is going to be a thing, I'm just going to buy all my stuff on good old games, GOG. They support preservation as far as digital media. That way I know my games aren't going to go anywhere. But as far as the servers for these games, like we just saw it with the first crew, the server shutting down or has already shut down. I don't know. It was a topic for discussion a long time ago. I want to say like 3-4 months. That's a long time for me. I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah, it's I don't know what people expected. When I bought and played Back for Blood on this channel, the first time I played it, I just recently replayed it because I have Game Pass. And I was just looking for something to play, and I was like, oh, I don't mind playing a game where you take down zombies, or what they call it, I don't think they call it Risen or something like that. Or Ridden, Ridden. But when I bought that game initially, and I pre-ordered it at GameStop, and then I got home, and I think I was playing it on stream, and then somebody said, oh, the servers are always online or something like that. I was like, oh my God, I did not know that. And what I do, I took advantage of the GameStop trade in the game within 48 hours. I said, we're beating this game. I beat it. And I said, I'm trading it in because I don't like games where you always have to connect to an online service, especially for a game where it's more of a single play experience, because none of my friends want to play the game with me. Redfall or Back for Blood, like I have friends try those games out with me, and they're like, nah, it's not my jam. I'm not going to continue playing this. Good luck to you. And I just had to beat those games by myself. It's very unfortunate, but that's just the way it is, and it's not a fault of the servers or it being an always online game. It's just a bad game. They were just like uninteresting. Back for Blood was uninteresting. Redfall was just a terrible game when it originally launched. I hear it's getting better. But it's just like, I don't know what people expect. Like if I'm going to play and just hear me out. hear me out. Because I do my research before I purchase a game. I try to educate myself before I purchase a game. If there's a game that's coming out that I've done my research and I know it's going to be always online, or, you know, it's a digital only game, I'm just like, okay, I'll just see if it's coming to Game Pass, because I don't like buying games where I can't later down the road, when the servers are gone, I can't go back and play. Like Alice Madness Returns, we just played that. It's a 360 game. And I played it backwards compatibly on my Xbox Series. It didn't have to check into any online servers or anything. I just put the disc in. Microsoft did their thing where they downloaded the digital version onto the console, and I was able to play the game. I just needed to use the disc for a check-in to play the game, and that's it. But with these online games, there's once those servers go down, they go bye-bye. And I'm like, dude, I don't even buy games like that anymore. If I know it's going to be, like, I would love to play Helldivers, but I'm going to have to play on PC because it's not on Xbox. I'm going to have to play on PC, and, my PC ecosystem, everything's digital. I'm always connected online regardless, I don't mind playing a game like that on my PC. But if it's like a God of War or something, I want to be able to just play that game offline, not have to check into a server. Once games start, once the next God of War, if it has to do online check-ins and stuff like that, then I'm just done. I'm just done with God of War. So the same thing with like The Crew, man. I played that game. I enjoyed that game. I didn't do much online. I know that there's an online community, but when it comes to a game that's always online, you just gotta be like, this game is not forever. It's not forever. It's not gonna be here every decade. It's not gonna be here. That's the purchase you made. That's the contract you made with the developer. The game is always online. As soon as you learn that, you gotta educate. You gotta understand that the servers are gonna go by. The servers are just gonna go away. There's nothing you could do about it. Okay? And it is what it is. So I understand that people are getting frustrated about, Nintendo shutting down the servers for the 3DS and Wii U. There's a bunch of games that was exclusive to the digital stores for the Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U. But that's just the way it is. Unless the developer is going to find a publisher that's going to help them distribute physical cartridges or discs or whatever, move it to another platform, that game's just going away. It sucks, but like you could try to think of a solution. You could rip the game, put it online so people could download it, through Pirate Bay or whatever, because I don't do that stuff anymore. But you can definitely do that. There are ways. There is different Reddit posts that link you to where you could download certain ROMs and stuff. I'm just like, I got so many games. I don't even need to do that anymore. And if there's a game in particular that I really want, I'll search eBay and see if there's anybody selling a physical copy of the game so I could play on original hardware and stuff like that. Because I have money to burn, I guess, on a physical copy, a reasonably priced copy of a game. But I'm just looking at it, man, and yeah, it sucks, but this is what happens when you buy these type of games, these games that are always online, these games that are just only through the marketplace only. It sucks. but somebody hopefully is going to figure out a way to rip these 3DS games that are exclusively tied to these platforms, allowing you to download and play it through an emulator or something like that, hopefully. But I mean, it's Nintendo servers. If you bought the game, cool, man. Hopefully you'll be able to download the game, store it onto your hard drive, your SD card, or what have you, and you can preserve it that way. Um, I mean, the Wii U is a phenomenal emulation console. You could put all the games that are. I don't think there's many Wii U games. I think you can, find a way to get the ROMs on to the Wii U. You could hack your Wii U and you could get those games and put them on there. But yeah, man, it's just I would say if you want to buy digital games, get a good PC, go to Good Old Games, get their GOG Galaxy browser or whatever browser that application they have. I use them because they're all about preservation. They preserve these games, these old PC games and stuff that I grew up playing. Whenever I'm looking for a game that I can't find anywhere else, I check Good Old Games, and they usually have the game that I'm looking for digitally. But they're all about preservation over there, which is why, like, if Steam wasn't a thing, I'd be all about buying my games from Good Old Games, GOG, or using like GOG Galaxy to link all my stuff, my game backs, because that's what I do. Like, I link my GOG Galaxy. I don't know if I have it on this PC, but I link my PlayStation and everything. Yeah, I don't have it on this PC. I link that. I link my accounts and everything, my Game Pass and everything, and I'm able to just install my games through GOG, and then boot the games up through GOG. So I would say just get a PC. Get a PC, man. Find the emulator that you need for whatever platform you want to preserve your ROMs in. Educate yourself. There's plenty of people on YouTube that will show you how to set up these emulators. Some might even give you hints as to where you can get some of these ROMs and stuff. And then you can start preserving your games through your PC. And the best thing about PC, you can just throw it on a hard drive, move it PC to PC. Excuse me. It's spring. My allergies are acting up. But yeah, I mean, this sucks. This really sucks. I love the Crew. Crew is freaking awesome. I love the Crew 1 more than I like Crew 2. Have not played 3. But Crew 1 is my favorite of the Ubisoft Crews. I didn't like Crew 2. People already know. That was another game that I rushed through because I just wanted to get that game over with. But Crew 1, I thought was freaking phenomenal. And hell, find an example of, and here's another thing. Like, okay, I talked about the, digital games that were exclusive to 3DS and Wii U. But as far as like live services and stuff like that and servers shutting down, I mean, allow users to create private servers, allow, I don't know if the developer, someone will figure out. Like, my buddy figured out how to get like inversion to work because we both own that on Steam, and he figured out a way to create our own servers so that we can play together, and we played through that game. We didn't play through it on this channel, but we did play through that game on a personal time, and it wasn't that hard to figure out. It was just like download an application, punch in a couple of things here, bada bing, bada boom. It's kind of like Parsec a little bit, and we was able to create like our own little digital, online server. It's not that hard. There's plenty of videos out there to show you what applications and stuff you can use, and Parsec is actually pretty good about that too. Especially if there's like a game that has local multiplayer that, your buddies like in another state and you want to play couch co-op game. Parsec is actually a really good way for you guys to, link to either or PC and, play the game. As long as you got a good connection, you'll be able to play the game like couch co-op style. But yeah, there was a game called Bleeding Edge that I recently played here on my YouTube channel, and I tried connecting online and see if I could find people. The servers are up. Bleeding Edge is kind of like a hero based, arena brawler, similar to like a Paladins or a Overwatch. It's like each team chooses their best 4 champions or whatever. You go in the arena, they duke it out. They try to hold the king of the hill, try to hold the hill, domination, stuff like that. And the servers are up, but there's nobody playing it. I did that stream recently. The servers are up, nobody's playing. So there's no bots. All you can do is go into like practice mode, or you could do the tutorial. But the servers are up. And this is an Xbox exclusive game, and nobody's playing it. Yeah. So what's the point of keeping some of these servers up if nobody's playing the games? Like, if there's like 10 people playing it, like, come on. Like, let's be reasonable. Like, I don't know how much it costs to keep a server up for that. Maybe they could make like a backroom server, like an old PC, just for the 10 people that would. But is it really worth it? Keeping the lights on and electricity on for that one server for 10 people to play? I'm just trying, logically speaking, if you're I never owned my own company, gaming company, the online gaming company or anything like that. So I'm just like, is it worth the time for like a couple of people? Even with the Suicide Squad, YouTube doesn't like that word. Even for that, is it worth in the long run for them to do this whole, like, you have like 8 seasons of this game that barely anybody's playing? Like, there's barely anybody playing the game right now. Like, I think when I checked the last Angry Joe news, there was like 400 people playing it on Steam or something like that. And it's a brand new game. It came out recently. And at this point, is it worth the team's energy to create new seasons, keeping the servers up? Maybe keep it up for a year, a full year. Warn the players that, hey, this is going down. It just like, that's the thing too. I don't think a majority of players are going to understand where the developer's coming from when they're like, listen, like, we have to shut this down because it's just not worth the time and money. Like, nobody's playing the game. What you could do in that case, give all the players that bought the game, all the free skins, give them free content. Just be like, hey, we're going to give you all this free content. You don't have to pay for nothing. It's all free. Bada bing, bada boom. Just enjoy the game. That's it. We apologize. We thought this game would have some legs. Unfortunately, it doesn't. And we're going to bite the bullet here. And unfortunately, that's probably going to lead to more layoffs. But it's just the way the industry is now. Like, it's not like when I grew up. It's not like when Xbox 360 was the hottest thing online, playing Call of Duty and all this stuff. No, it's a whole new generation. Like I said, the people that are buying these consoles are the guys and girls like me that grew up buying or having their parents buy these systems for us. Or we worked at 9 to 5 at McDonald's and we was able to afford a GameCube or something. And we just continuously kept buying the systems over a period of time as they came out. But now with another generation of people playing games that they didn't grow up that way. They grew up playing Fortnite on their mobile devices or maybe just on their school PC or something like that, or a gaming laptop or a MacBook. They've always just played their games digitally. They always had ease of access to these games because they have devices that we use on a daily, like a phone, that they're able to just play these games without having to buy a $500, $600 system. I think that's what we need to look at, is just be like, yo, times are changing. We may not like it, but that's just the way games are going to be. We may not like it, but what can we do? We can go ahead and make these, what did they call the, the thing where you get a bunch of people to sign it and be like, hey, if the developers see how many people signed this, maybe they'll change their mind on shutting down the servers. Yeah, you can do that, but is it worth the time and energy? I mean, for some people it is. For me, I'm just so accepting to it. Like, I'm already done. Like, I'm just like my dad. He said the PS5 is his last system. For me, I feel like the Xbox Series X and the PS5 is going to be my last system. With the way things are structured and going, I might not be buying the next generation of these systems, because if they're going to an all digital future, why should I invest my money into a console when I have a PC that could do more? I think even scarier than that is cloud gaming. Like, if games just went strictly cloud gaming, that's when I'm just like, whoa, no, I'm just done. But as far as like digital games, I'm fine. I don't mind buying another gaming laptop. I actually need to upgrade my gaming laptop, but it's still capable. It's still able to do its thing and play these games. I have a Steam Deck. You guys see my library. I have over 200 plus Steam games. I don't mind just being like, okay, next PS6 or Xbox, whatever they're calling it, they're going digital and cloud. I'm good. If they want to go digital and cloud, I will just be back on my Steam, just playing games there, or good old games. I don't need to buy the next generation console. And so, like I said, with people, the only people that are buying these consoles are people like me that's been buying every time they come out. Then that's when I'm going to make the switch. And then you're going to see another decline of users buying the next generation system. It's just a slow trickle down of users buying the next generation of consoles. I'm just like that. I know what I'm interested in. I know what I like. And if they don't do what I like, then I'm just done. It is what it is. Like, is it Microsoft and Sony killing themselves? I know YouTube doesn't like that. Definitely not getting ads on this video. Is it Nintendo? I mean, not Nintendo. Is it Sony and Microsoft offing themselves? Yes. Because you're starting to trim out your user base. So I'm just gonna enjoy the games that do come out physical. Like, I still buy games. Like, I bought WWE 2K24. I bought Tekken 8 physical for Xbox. And I'm just gonna enjoy the physical games that I can enjoy now. And when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to live service games and always online games, I just, if it's available through Game Pass, I'll play it there. But I'm not a fan. I've already cut many, like the only reason why I want to play Helldivers is because I've been anticipating Helldivers for a hot minute. I want to play it. And now that they finally figured out things with the servers, I might actually finally pick it up for my Steam, so I can play it on my Steam Deck. But I rarely buy always online games. I really don't do that anymore. As soon as I hear a game is always online, I'm just like, nope, I'm just not interested. Now, it could be like, it could be the next Tekken. It could be Tekken 9. Oh, always online. I'm just gonna not buy it. Mortal Kombat, not gonna buy it. Street Fighter, not gonna buy it. I like when games have an offline mode. If there's no offline mode and they decide that's how easy it is. I don't have any type of huge love or attachment to these games. I maybe to their predecessors like Super Street Fighter 2, like I talked about earlier in my stream here with the Sega Genesis. But I really don't like. It's just like, oh, I know these games off of name alone. I love these characters. But if they was to decide our next installments are going to be always online, I'm probably not going to buy it on a console. Maybe I get it on my Steam Deck. But, $70 is asking a lot for a game that I can't even play offline without internet connection. So, even at that point, I probably would convince myself, hey, is it worth the value? Is it worth the value? Could I spend my $70 on like a Steam summer sale for like 15 games? That would probably be the better option for me. Might look at my wish list and see what games I could pick up that I don't already have that I've been interested in. I would just say, I don't need the next Street Fighter. And that's what it's been. Like, if you notice here on my channel, I have bought fewer games so far than last year. Last year, I was buying games like crazy. I probably bought like 10 games by April. This year, I've only bought maybe 3. I bought Tekken 8, I bought WWE 2K24, and I bought Princess Peach on the Nintendo Switch. And the other games, Baldur's Gate, been playing that. I bought that last year. Persona, playing that through Game Pass. I would love to own a physical copy of that game for my Xbox, but I think it only came out digitally. So I'm playing that through Game Pass, which my Game Pass has pretty much paid for itself. Like, I've already played enough games through Game Pass that, like, it already paid for itself. So I've already got my value out of Game Pass. Yeah, and One Piece World Seeker, I bought that on eBay. I bought that from a seller for like $10, for $10 on eBay. So there's games that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm interested in playing. Final Fantasy, I don't have a PS5 anymore. Like, I want to play the new Sandland, and the Prince of Persia. But what happened with Prince of Persia, for instance, earlier this year, you guys saw me. I played the demo. I said, I'm going to buy this game. And that's the week that it came out, because I didn't pre-order it at GameStop or anything. I kept posting in my community tab. I said, I can't find Prince of Persia anywhere. I can't find the physical copy at GameStop, Target, Walmart. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I know I could have just bought it digitally and just had it right there and then. The game's like $50 at the time when it launched. I could have just bought it digitally, but I like physical media. If there's a game that comes out and I could get a physical copy of it versus digital, I usually just go straight up physical. It would be more convenient for me to get it digital, but I love looking at my collection of, like, I should take a picture and show you guys, but my media tower right here, I just put all my Xbox games right there, and the tower back there has my 360, my PlayStation games, my GameCube games, and my Switch games back there. I just love, looking at my games. Like, when I'm flipping through Hulu or Disney, sometimes I look down there, I'm like, oh, nice collection. It's like, it's art to me. I like seeing it. And what I did was I didn't buy it. I just didn't buy it. Now I could get it at GameStop. But I'm just like, I'm playing so many games right now. I don't have the time for Prince of Persia. I just don't. Every week I'm playing different games, and luckily for me, I can easily adapt to the controls for each of the games that I'm playing. Like Princess Peach is like 2 buttons. WWE, I've been playing WWE consistently every week, trying to play it every week. And then Baldur's Gate is just point and click, so it's not nothing too demanding to relearn. They're games that I could just jump back. But I feel like Prince of Persia, with all the different mechanics and stuff, it's gonna be too many buttons, jumping and flipping and countering and dodging. It's just, and I'm also playing like One Piece, so, and Persona. So I have too many games I'm playing right now, and there is a lot of people that they buy games, they keep buying games, but they don't play them, and I'm one of those people, and I'm trying to do better, especially this year compared to last year. I'm trying to actually buy my games and finish them before I buy a new game. I know that there's games that come out that's like the hot new thing that I want to play and that my viewers want to see me play, but I'm just like, dude, like, I'm playing something else. Let's finish that, which is why I've been trying to finish Baldur's Gate. That game, the game is very interesting, but I haven't played the game like that in quite some time, so it's hard for me to get into a game like that and figure out the strategies and stuff, But I'm getting close to the end of that. But now I'm so engrossed in Baldur's Gate that I'm seeing so many of the companion quests and the different side missions that I'm literally at the end of the game, but I'm like, hold on. Let me finish up some of these side missions before I finish the game. I'm literally right there at the end of Baldur's Gate, but I'm just like so engrossed in the game at this point than I was at the beginning. Like, it took me to what was it? Chapter 3. I think there's like 4 chapters. I think I'm in chapter 3 or 4. I don't remember. I would have to look it up. But I'm at the tail end. And I'm just like, hold on. We just did Astarian's companion quest, and that was awesome. Now I'm going to be doing Shadowheart's companion quest. Minsk has a companion quest that I want to do. So there's a lot of cool things that I want to do before I fight that final boss and see credits. So, and that game has lasted me since, the month it came out. I think the month it came out is when I bought it. I didn't buy it right away, but I think I bought it at the tail end of the month that it came out, or maybe the beginning of the next month, the following month. And I've been playing that nonstop consistently on this channel since it came out. So what could I say, man? It sucks that these games, the digital games that were exclusive to the 3DS and the Wii U, and even platforms we play today, that we might not be able to play them in the future. But that's unfortunately that's unfortunately just the way things are nowadays. I could sign a petition, that's the word, where I could sign a petition and be like, no, preserve our games. But even if I signed it, I'm not banking on it. I'm just not banking on it. It's not a guarantee. It's just not. Unfortunately, there's going to be games that I'm never going to be able to get to or play. And those games that are on the 3DS and the Wii U that are going away, unfortunately, I won't be able to play them. That's just something I'm going to have to deal with. Just like with physical media versus digital media. If Hellblade is only coming out digital, I loved Hellblade 1. I think the Switch might be the only platform that has a physical copy of Hellblade, the first one. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but with Hellblade 2, I've been really excited for this game. It's coming out digitally only, and it's not running at 60 FPS. It's running at 30. And I'm just like, bro, first I don't get a physical copy, and now it's running at 30 FPS. But the people that got the early preview of the game said it looks phenomenal. It looks great. So now I'm just like, I've been beat down so many times with games underperforming and not running the way I was hoping it would run on these very extremely powerful systems, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, that I've just been beaten down so many times by these developers that I'm just like, I'm either accepting of it or I'm just not going to give them my money. I'm just not going to give it. Like Helldivers, I was extremely excited for Helldivers 2. Extremely. I kept telling people, wait until this game comes out. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be awesome. It came out and look at it. Look at it. Everybody's talking about Helldivers, man. Helldivers 2. But me, the guy who was rah-rah waving the flag, I didn't pick it up. Why? Because I heard there's a wait time to get into games. It's always online. I'm just like, ah. And I said, I guess I'm keeping my $40, and I will eventually pick it up. Maybe I'll pick it up on CD keys for like $30 or something. Maybe I'll pick it up on a Steam sale. You know, by the time it goes on sale, just like Prince of Persia, maybe I'll be able to play this game. You know, be able to get into a server, no problem. Get into a lobby and play with some experienced people, and you know, hold my own. And it is what it is. But yeah, I'm just Nintendo could come out and say the new Nintendo Switch 2's Mario game, next Mario game is going to be digital only. I'm going to be like, no. And I'm going to say, what else you got that I could go to the store and get physically? Because when Nintendo starts to do that, then I know, you know, we're going down a dark path. You know, but usually with Nintendo, if you are someone who wants to preserve physical media, they're usually the platforms to go for. But as far as like these third party companies coming in and having their digital only games, you know, it is what it is. You either buy the game or you don't. And then the game goes away when the 3DS and Wii U servers go down. It's unfortunate, yes, but you know, I guess I'll just sign the petition and I'll see what happens. But I don't see Nintendo budging on this. I really don't. I think they're just gonna move on. They're gonna say people are gonna buy. It's like The Rock. It doesn't matter. You know, they're gonna be like, it doesn't matter. They're gonna buy the next Nintendo device. They're gonna buy Mario. They're gonna buy Zelda. They're gonna buy the next Pokemon. We seen them buy it. We sold how many copies of Scarlet and Violet? Nintendo's probably saying, and that game had performance issues. It had bugs that I didn't see, but it definitely had performance issues that I streamed here on my channel. And what happened? It still kept selling. Even when people looked at YouTubers like myself, even popular YouTubers, people in games media and different outlets saying that this game is performing bad and terribly, what happens? People don't care because it's name recognition. They're going to buy the next Pokemon. They're going to buy it. The next Pokemon that comes out, Pokemon Z, Legend Z, whatever it's going to be called, continuation of X and Y, or maybe it's going to be building the town, the city, but it's going to be the Pokemon Z that we never got. What's going to happen if the game comes out and it performs just like Scarlet and Violet? It doesn't matter. People are going to buy it. Alan Wake 2, which won multiple Game of the Year awards, is a digital only game. And that became a lot of people's Game of the Year. So if I'm a developer, I'm looking at it like, what? You mean we don't have to make physical games? We don't have to budget for physical games anymore? We could just ship a really good game digitally and it might get Game of the Year? Now, keep in mind, Alan Wake, I bought it on sale. You know, it was already cheap, but I got it for even cheaper. It's a good game. By the time I got to the end, it was a freaking phenomenal game. But it's digital only. The only reason why I bought it, because Epic Games gave me a coupon. And it was like, yo, you can save like 10 extra bucks. Oh, I was like, what? Oh, say less. And then Epic sent me another coupon. And I bought Assassin's Creed Mirage digitally. So, you know, it's just like, at this point, it's where I could get if I can get a physical copy, or if I could get a game that's digital only, if I could get it on sale, and I could like you know as opposed to me paying full price for a digital game, because it makes me feel a little bit better that I'm getting the game at a discount. It's not like a 5% discount, but it's more like a 20-25% discount. I'm like, oh, okay, now you piqued my interest. And in a game like that, that's inexpensive. Like, I don't mind. I think I paid $37 for that game. I think original price is like $50. So the coupon like saved like, I think it was like $15, and then I had to pay the tax, and it was like $37. So I was like, okay, not bad. I'll do that. So for the price of $170 game, I bought two. Like a $70 game with tax. I bought two. I bought Mirage, and I bought Alan Wake 2. And I was like, that's a sweet deal. I got two games for the price of $170 game with tax. So and that's me being a smart gamer. I'm like, no, I'm not buying these games, because I was not going to buy Mirage. I wasn't going to buy Alan Wake. But then when I think I was playing like Dead Island 2 or something. My buddy gave me a code to play it, and I was playing it in Epic, and then I saw the Epic game sale, and Epic at the time around holiday season, they did their, we're gonna give a free game out a day. So I kept going in there, clicking my free game, even though I'm not gonna play it. But I like just seeing my library grow, because like when I boot up GOG, it's like, yo, here's all your Epic games that you got that you can play. So I'm just like, look at that library. Similar to like physical games, I'm like, look at my library. But then when my digital library, I'm like, let me scroll down. Look at that library. That's a thick library right there. So yeah, one day I went in there to get my free game. It was like, yo, $15 off coupon. I was like, okay, let me see if there's anything here that I could pick up. And that's what happened, man. So yeah, I would say just for my fellow gamers, I would just say just adapt. Just adapt. It's a dark future that we're heading towards, with physical media going away. How long have I streamed for? Okay, almost an hour. Okay, that's not bad. I would say, I don't know how many people are going to see this on YouTube. People are probably just waking up. I will be reacting to the Ubisoft Star Wars thing later today. I don't even know why I'm streaming at Twitch. I barely have an audience on Twitch. I should have just made this for YouTube only. But it is what it is. There's like a couple of people that watch my stuff on Twitch. Anyways, I would say just adapt. Physical games are going away. Possibly. Nintendo still will always be there, hopefully. Microsoft is not getting out of the physical media game. There's still physical games coming out. Well, as far as third parties, you'll still be able to buy third party. I don't know about Microsoft's first party games, but as far as third parties, you'll still be able to buy them. And I'm sure there's some games out there that you have not played yet that's in the Microsoft or Sony house, that's not third party, or or that's not first party but third party, that you could pick up, if you just have just one platform to play your games on. There's plenty of third party games that already came out that you could get for dirt cheap at like Target, Walmart, GameStop. Like I sometimes I go to GameStop because I have the $5 off coupon. I'm just like, oh snap! Oh, Pillars of Eternity. Oh, that came out on Xbox. The collection. I bought that for like $10 because I had the $5 off coupon. I think it was $14.99 originally. And I was just like, you never know. You might go into GameStop or any of these places. You might see a game that you haven't played yet. You don't always need to get the hot new thing. Just look at the old games, man. Look at some games that might have went over your head. Look at the back of the case. Be like, it's an action adventure game. Tales of Arise RPG. Might give that a shot. Best thing about GameStop, you buy a used game, you can bring it back within like 7 days or something like that. I didn't like it. Return it. That's the thing about digital games, though. Unless it's like Steam. I think Steam I don't know if Nintendo. I think with Nintendo, once you buy a digital game, that's it. I don't know if Sony has a return policy. I think there's this like convoluted. You gotta go through calling someone and speaking to a robot, and then try to get that robot to connect you to a human so you get your return. But I think with just Steam, you can just. I've done it like 3 times where I submitted because like I think Immortals, I bought the standard one. I immediately saw that was on sale. I clicked it, threw it in my cart, and then I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. They have a season pass. They have the gold edition. And then I think my response was like, oh, no, I wanted to get the gold edition. And then they was like, okay. Within 2 hours, they refunded me, and I immediately bought the gold edition that had all the digital content and stuff like that. So, you know, if the digital future is coming, I would say start looking into Steam, Epic right now. Start building your PC library. I think Epic is a okay platform. I bought a couple of games from there. They have been doing better as far as sales. I still don't like their application. I feel it's slow compared to my Steam that has over 200 plus games. But you know, Epic, you can start building a physical library, not physical, a digital library right now for your PC. You don't even have to have a PC. Like literally, how I redeem my games and add them to my library, you do have to have an Epic account, but you just go to the website. You look at what their free game is, you redeem it, you say add to cart, bada bing, bada boom, it's added to your library. Then when you finally get a PC that's capable of playing those games, you'll have an entire library of games that you could play. And the best thing about PC gaming too, and I wish more people would get into it, because especially with the dark road that's in front of us with physical and digital media, the best thing about PC games is that it follows you everywhere. Literally, I have my Steam application on this PC, my gaming PC, my Steam Deck. And I could just be like, oh, I'm done sitting at my desk playing my game. It's cloud saved. I'll just go lay in the bed with my Steam Deck and continue playing there. You know? That's cool. I love that. So, yeah, if I'm like, I'm not tied to any platform. You know, I love my PlayStation. I grew up with PlayStation, and the Xbox came in, you know, but I was more of a Nintendo kid. So every time a new generation came out, I would always get the Nintendo platform, just like with PS2 and Xbox 360. I went GameCube because I wanted to play as Samus, because I love Samus. So I got Metroid Prime, no memory card, and just had to keep replaying that game over and over until I got a memory card from Blockbuster. But I had that for like 2 weeks until I finally got a memory card. But yeah, man, I just, yeah, if this is the road, I'm fine. I'm more than capable of making a switch as far as physical media. If Xbox and PlayStation aren't going to distribute physical media, I'm like, well, I'm sure there's like over 100 games I did not buy on my Xbox or PlayStation that I can buy at GameStop or eBay or Walmart and stuff. Like, I'm fine. There's, you know, them stop making games is just only going to make me not buy their games. And that's more revenue that they're not getting, you know. So if they want to off themselves by stopping physical media distribution, and let them end themselves. It is what it is. That's fine. You don't care about us consumers anymore? Well, goodbye. I'm done. I'll build out my Xbox library, my PlayStation library, and I'll get as many games. Gravity Rush, I got that. Gravity Rush 2. I got plenty of games to play. I'm good. I'm fine. But not a lot of people like have my mindset. You know, they want new games to be available on their platform, which is understandable. I think I'm just more accepting to it because I have so many games. And that's not me just like, oh, I have big dick energy. No, because I'm a boss, man. I got so many games, you know. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just like I'm just accepting to the fact that I have so many games That excuse me, if they was to do that, I'd be like, yo, I'm good. I'm just good. That's fine. I got finally play the rest of my GameCube library. I think like 2 years ago or last year, I was doing like nonstop GameCube games because I was trying to catch up in my library, and I couldn't do it because I started buying new games. Baldur's Gate, Assassin's Creed, whatever the deuce else came out last year that I streamed on this channel, Hi-Fi Rush or whatever. I just I was playing the new stuff, man. So I'm good. It sucks. It truly sucks. Sad to see the 3DS and Wii U servers go down. More the 3DS servers going down than the Wii U. Like the Wii U, I think I only own like 6 games. Like Mass Effect, Zombie U, Splatoon. I got like 2 Zelda games, I think. They did like Wind Waker, and I think they did not Twilight Princess, the Dynasty Warriors type game. I forget what that one was called. Something Calamity. I don't remember. But yeah, Wii U is a cool device, man. I loved it. I did an unboxing on my old channel with Call of Duty and 2 other games. I don't remember, man. I don't remember. But yeah, that thing's in a box right now. I have no plans to take it out, put ROMs and stuff on there. I think it's just gonna be a piece of history that I'll display once I get another like DTOF cabinet or something like that. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good with the Wii U. 3DS definitely that's a little bit sad, but I mean, I hate to say it is what it is, but it is what it is. Like these corporations, they only care so much about the consumer. So, if they're not seeing any revenue coming in, or at some point, what's the value in keeping the lights on for these servers? Like, is it just we're pissing away money that we could be using elsewhere for a new device? So why should we waste this money for like a couple of hundred people? There's a lot more than 100 gamers out here. Just look at a lot of these big name streamers. Like, they sometimes have like 50K people watching them, and then you'll see another person that has like over 50K people watching. There's plenty of gamers. Okay, it sucks. It sucks, man. But they value other things versus the consumer sometimes, and you're not their main priority if you're still playing 3DS games. No, they want you on their new stuff. They want you on their next platform, the Switch 2 or whatever it's going to be called. Like, buy our new stuff. We want to break records. We want to sell you the new games. That's what these corporations aren't here to be your friend. They're not here for you. They're here to make money and make a profit. I know you probably don't want to say that, and somebody be like, no, the corporations, they care about us. That's why they make sure, God of War is amazing. Spider-Man. I can't say Halo because it took the Halo Infinite a while to get to where it's at now. They didn't, like, Microsoft didn't quality QA test. Excuse me, Redfall or Starfield. I'm like, bruh, what happened? So, do they care about us, or are they just like, yo, we bought Bethesda, they're making a game exclusive to our platform, make sure it's ready at this date. There we go. That's the time you got. And that's it. Same thing with Redfall, man. So every company is here to make a profit. Just like, and this is the last thing I'm going to say before I end this stream here. Just like with the whole wages going up. Look at what Wendy's is doing. They're going to start doing that whole thing where specific times of the day, they're going to be increasing the prices of certain meals and stuff like that. It's already happening, man. As soon as these companies have to give employees more money, they're like, okay, if we're going to be, fine example, the writers and actors strike with the whole Disney. As soon as they settled that, what happened to Disney Plus? What happened to Disney Plus? The combo pack, the Hulu Disney, which I had ad free, went from like $13 to $19 or $18.99 tax or whatever. All I know is I was paying like with tax like $21. I went from like paying like $13-14 for Disney Hulu without ads, but then the writer-actor strike happened, and then they're like, okay, we'll settle for this. We'll give you guys more money. Now we're going to raise the price of the consumers. We're going to offload that on the consumers. And look what happened. Now I'm finally returned to Disney/Hulu because of X-Men, because I kept hearing X-Men is awesome, and it is. It's freaking awesome. And I'm paying for the one with the ads, and I'm only paying $10. I'm paying like $10 and change. I was like, oh, I could cut a whole $10 out just by watching these 35, 45-second ads that pop up like 4 times throughout the video. So I have to deal with like 2 to 3 minutes of ads. Yeah, that's worth $10 in my pocket, saving $10 in my pocket. And I don't mind that. I just finished watching season 2 of Young Rock on Peacock, for $6. And I'm paying for the ad version of that. Because I'm like, I'm not paying. I grew up in a generation where commercials were a thing. So a 30 to 45 minute ad, whatever. Bro, I'm saving money. And I don't watch that much stuff, man. I watch like 2-3 episodes of a show a day. I'm good. I could put that $10 towards that very expensive meal at like a Wendy's or something. But ladies and gentlemen, it's unfortunate that this is happening. I pretty much gave my thoughts. I'll probably sign the petition, send it my way. I'll sign the petition. Let's see if we can make a change happen. But I'm not betting on it. It's just not realistic to me. I don't think it's going to happen. But you never know. I might be eating my words tomorrow. So I might sign this petition going on that's, like keep the servers up for games that I keep seeing on like Twitter and some of the videos that I watch. And I'm going to see if I can find anybody. I'm going to check these YouTubers and see if anybody has a link in the description that I could click. I trust the YouTube content creators that I follow more than I trust clicking a link on X. If I do find somebody that has it in their description, I might post it to the community tab. I might post it. I might forget. I don't know. Or maybe I won't find somebody that has the petition to preserving these online servers for games. But I'll sign the petition, and I want to be a part of the change if it happens. Because it sucks, but I don't know the backstory of why these companies do this. So if there's any developer out there that could go through an explanation, maybe on a YouTube channel, maybe if Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony on their main channels could just upload a video similar to what happened with the whole Microsoft situation, where they had to tell gamers, listen, we're not leaving the gamer space. We're just spreading our wings, giving these companies some of our first party titles, because people were going crazy, like, oh, no more exclusivity for Microsoft. Maybe one of these companies could be like, okay, listen, we're going to explain why we shut down these servers. Okay, like you just need somebody to slow it down for people, like dumb it down. Don't use big words. Just straight up, just being like, this is the reason why we do this. You know, just be like, yo, keeping this server on costs us this a month. You know, like for these digital games. And have some transparency. Maybe just be like, hey, this is the amount of people actually buying these games or downloading from these servers. Like, I don't know if any of these companies care enough to do that, but like it would be nice if Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo would be transparent with us and just upload a video and there's like, guys, because you see this is happening. Like literally, this is the reason why I'm making this stream/video right now, is because of that. Because I kept seeing it on videos that I was watching. I was just browsing, just watching videos and news updates and stuff like that. And I just kept seeing this topic pop up. So it would be cool. It would be really cool, bro. Really cool. If someone could upload a video like from either of these companies. It'd be cool if Microsoft does, because Microsoft kind of needs it right now. They need a win. So them being transparent with us and being like, this is why we do it, you know. Like, I don't know. Have they shut down the servers for any of the? Yeah, they shut down the original Xbox servers. Yeah, the original OG Xbox servers, Xbox Live, I believe. So, yeah, maybe they could be a little bit transparent, tell us what the hell is going on, explain it to us, why this happens, like how costly this is to keep these servers up for the digital marketplace, and be like, yo, we only get like 500 people that, you know, are buying games from there a year, and it's usually around like $1,000. You know, they're like $1,000 a year. People are spending to buy games out of our marketplace in total of the 500 users that buy, and also this is how much it costs us to keep these servers up. It costs us $5,000 to keep these servers up. You know, keep the lights on, and this big server is generating all this power and stuff. It's cost us $5,000 of electrical currency, current, you know, going through this server, you know. So that's why we shut this stuff down. That would be so nice if a company was like that, you know. But it is what it is. All right, yo. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I think just, you know, educate yourself, watch reviews, and at this point, don't buy games day one. I don't know how much more I could stress this. Do not buy games day one, mainly because even I used to say don't buy a game until you watch the reviews first. Now I'm like, wait, just wait. Probably wait 2 weeks. Excuse me, 2 weeks. Because the reason why I say that is because these developers have been slick now. They have been adding in BS after the reviews are out and after the game's release. So I forget who did it. Was it Tekken? Tekken added like microtransactions, like ridiculous microtransactions. Mortal Kombat also did some crazy microtransactions after the game's release. So I would say wait, guys. Wait until the game comes out. Look at the reviews. Wait like a week or two. Maybe you'll get it on sale. Not digital. Hell, maybe digital. But maybe Amazon will have a sale, like 10% off or something. Just wait, guys, or Walmart or whoever. Be like, yo, just wait. I think we as consumers need to be patient. We need to wait. We need to be as patient as we are waiting for these games. Perfect Dark, next Perfect Dark for Xbox. Where the hell is it? Metroid, the new Metroid Prime. Where the hell is it? We got to be patient and just wait and see what the game is going to turn into after its release. I mean, if there's enough there that we could get... Oh, Dragon's Dogma. There it is. Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma 2. I mean, you could still beat the game without spending money on microtransactions. I think when people found out after the fact, after the game came out, that stuff was in there, that's what pissed them off. But that was a whole nother video that I did. Check it out here on this channel. It's in my reactions section of my 2024 reactions playlist. But yeah, just wait for games. We need to be patient. Unless this is a game you've been seriously anticipating, you saw enough of it to make your judgment, make a good judgment on the game. Be like, okay, there's enough there that I want to play it. Even if it's just have in the back of your mind, oh, it could be microtransactions that they could implement again. If they add microtransactions later, will this affect me? Nah. So I'll just buy this game right now. But yeah, just wait. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I've been doing a good job. Like I said, only 3 games I bought: Tekken 8, WWE 2K24, and Princess Peach, and I'm loving all 3 of the games. And yes, Tekken added microtransactions later. They're gonna add DLC characters later. I'm good. There's too many characters as is, and I only play like 5 of them. So I'm good. Maybe if they add Tifa, I would buy her. You know, I would buy her individually. I would not buy a battle pass or a fighter pass unless it's like Tifa or something like that I'm interested in purchasing and playing as. But I've made it all the way through Ultimate without buying every single character, and then my brother got every character. I just played all the DLC characters on his Nintendo Switch. So I'm good, bruh. I'm good. I can wait and not give these companies additional money. Unless, I'm like, I want to support them a little bit, and each character or additional content is like reasonably priced. But yeah. In closing, guys, educate yourself. Wait to see if these companies are going to get scummy, and be wise with your spending, and I guess sign these petitions and see if change will happen. But I'm not holding my breath. And I'll see y'all next time for some more video games. Y'all have a good morning. Oh, actually, I'll see you guys here in a couple of hours because Ubisoft is going live with their Star Wars, the new Star Wars Outlaws game. They're going to be going through some story stuff, and I will be talking over that and giving my impressions on it because, that's a whole nother topic with the people like, go woke, go broke. I'm just like, bro, what's wrong with female characters? I love Naruto and Heavenly Sword. I don't mind female characters, bro. As long as the game is cool and awesome, dude, I will kill for another Heavenly Sword, bro. That's what I thought Hellblade 1 was gonna be. I thought that was like a continuation of like, what was Naruto's little sister's name? I thought it was her. I thought it was like a continuation of her story. But it wasn't. It was a totally different game, bro. Hashtag bring back Heavenly Sword, man. You want strong, badass females? Naruto. I own the freaking anime DVD that I bought from Walmart, man. It's pretty damn good. So, yeah. Damn it, Sony. You got too many games. Where's Sly, man? God damn it. Anyways, until then, I hope to see y'all next time for some more video games. All right, good night, good morning, all that jazz. Peace out, man. Hit the like button. Thank you. And whoever's watching on Twitch, thank you too. I see you. You're tuning in. I appreciate you.